All right, let's look at three more examples from 10.1 and 10.2. These three will probably be from 10.2. We have the power rule here on all of these. This one definitely I think is the toughest, but let's take a look at these three here. So we have this power of 2 out here. We want to make sure and go in and hit everything inside the parenthesis here. And so when we do that, we get -3 squared and a squared, and then b to the -4, because remember we have power to a power, we multiply. Okay, so this is actually the whole -3 squared here, because it's inside this parenthesis. And so when we square -3, we get 9, and then we have a squared, and then this b to the -4 here, we need to think about it. It's going to go to the top of the fraction because of the negative exponent rule. And so we end up getting b to the 4th. And the only thing that'd be left on the bottom of the fraction would be a 1. So we can just end our answer right there. Okay. Now on this next one, there's a lot of different ways we can handle this, but there's one nice method. If we spot this -1 here, what that can do through the negative exponent rule is, if we remember a little shortcut, we can actually just flip or write the reciprocal of what's inside the parenthesis here, this entire fraction, and we have the reciprocal looks like this. Okay, notice I just flipped everything, and since I flipped it, it's going to make this b to the 1st power. Okay, that was from the negative exponent rule. That's how that happens. Okay, so now the 1st power we know is just itself, so this is, we can kind of cancel that out, and this ends up being our answer here. But the problem is it's not simplified yet because I have some n's here and some n's here. Okay, so we can use the subtraction rule, or we can just think that we have 3 n's lined up top here and 1 n on the bottom, so 1's going to cancel out. Okay, so I'll cancel this out, knocks this down to 2. Then I need to take care of this. Okay, and be careful, we talked about this in a previous problem, problem I. This is actually -25. Okay, -25. So we have n squared over -25 m squared. If you try to type this into the Hawk system, they might not like this negative sign here. And so what I can do is I can just take that negative sign and move it to the top of my fraction. Okay, so -n squared 25 m squared. Okay, so maybe the hardest one on the sheet, I think. Okay, and then looking at this last one here, we have this power here, and I'm going to bring this power of -2 in, and I'm going to have it hit everything inside here. So I have 6 to the -2, x to the -4, y to the 4th. Remember, power to a power, we multiply. Then on the bottom, I'm going to have that -2 power hit everything. I got 4 to the -2, x to the +4, and y to the -2. Okay, see that -2 times -2 equals 4. All right, and so next I'm going to look and I'm going to say, okay, now I could use the quotient rule, the subtraction, but I kind of like to use that negative exponent rule where I'm going to move things around because they have negative exponents. And so I spot that there's 4 things that have negative exponents, and I'm going to move them. So this is going down, this is going up, this is going down, and this is going up. So it's kind of staying organized here, and let's think through this. So the 4 squared is coming to the top. The 6 squared is going down. Remember, just the exponent changes signs. Well, here, when I push these x's to the bottom, to the 4th power, I already have 4 x's down there. I'm going to get x to the 8th because of that's going to change to a +4 and then go together with this 4. Okay, And then I'm going to push these y's to the top. Well, I have -2 that become +2 when I push them to the top, so I get y to the 6th, and that coming to the top there. Okay. So this would be okay, but it does say expand the numerical portion. So I have 16 y to the 6th over 36 x to the 8th. And thinking about it, I believe on the note packet for this chapter I didn't simplify this, but I need to reduce that, and they're both divisible by 4, so I have 4 y to the 6th or 9x to the 8th. So make sure to reduce this. Okay. Well, that wraps up 10.1 and 10.2. If you need some more examples, shoot me an email. Thanks.